Hey guys, Rob Davis, all up in their business episode. I don't know what numbers, I don't know if we're doing numbers anymore. This is Shayla Andrews. This is the amazing new, I don't know, assistant. That's like, you're an assistant.
Kind of, yeah.
This is her sister. This is her sister, Amanda. And so we're going to talk a little bit about, we're going to spend a few minutes in talking about, Shayla's been with us. I think we look back and officially signed up end of January, I think is what it was. And so now we're almost a year in.
Crazy.
And we were talking about how much your business has evolved. Obviously, One Blue Robot, we talk about that all the time. And then to the point where you're growing, where you're hiring an assistant, which she's much more than that. She's a very talented photographer as well.
She's got many talents.
But
help me.
You definitely needed an assistant.
I
right?
definitely needed
And the one person that couldn't be here, a new decorating assistant as well. We'll have other episodes, we'll talk about her. So what I wanted to do a little bit is on these, when we talk with business owners, whether they're our clients or other people, is to just let you see kind of behind the scenes for whether you're a startup or you've been around for a while. We often talk and joke around about, the duck is smoothly going across the water on the top, but right underneath it's a lot of this going on. So let's just back up just a little bit and talk about how things have gone over almost this first year.
Okay. Things like from the beginning, if I didn't know how it was going to be, it was kind of slower trying to figure it out, and now it is rapid fire crazy and exciting, and new clients every week, and trying to juggle it all and make everybody feel important. That's my biggest thing. I want all my clients to feel important. So that's why hiring on some help is crucial. So Amanda, or Mandy, she's Mandy to me. She is awesome because she's kind of helping me with the business side of invoicing and making sure I know where I need to be and people know that I'm coming and that kind of thing. And then Laura, my design assistant, is going to be there helping be on site when I can't be, and the extra eyes and ears for me, and just kind of be all around. So she's going to be awesome. So the three of us together, we can conquer it all, I think.
So we'll just talk about some of the things that we were talking about off camera. This is very normal. So I've been telling people that One Blue Robot has evolved significantly, and 2018 is bringing another big evolution. But for you, some of it, I think we always feel this is a startup, right? Mm-hmm. There's a confidence level.
Yeah.
Because you were charging literally a fraction of what you're charging now,
yes.
Right? Not because you just decided to charge more, is that you just were way underpriced in the market and just honestly didn't have quite the confidence yet, right? That you could command the kind of prices you do now.
And I felt like, I just needed to build up more clientele to really, back that up and maybe me feel confident and them feel confident that I can do this job. But now I feel like, I have upped my prices, but I feel like I'm still fair. And, I want people to feel like they're getting what they're worth.
So I'll tell you, she's still way more than fair, but, and that will change with time in the sense that it's not about, it's the pricing always comes down to what is the value you bring, which for any business is really huge, right? Mm-hmm. It's not about what the other market or the marketplace is doing, it's what's the value there. And so mark my words, a year from now, her pricing will be different than it is now, okay, which is going to be appropriate. So if you want to get in with her now, get in now. Because you have become more in demand, right? Okay, so from the business behind the scenes, what's something that you wish you had done differently from the beginning that you're doing now?
Gosh. You know what? I really just wish I had more confidence in myself sometimes, and that is just purely, not that I don't know what I'm doing, but that I want people to feel like what I'm doing is what they want, and trusting my judgment. But those are just things that as you grow and build, you figure it out.
So I don't know if she'll remember this or not, but I very specifically remember when she told me what she was charging at the time as kind of a hobby. I said, right out of the gate, I said, triple it. I said, you need to triple it. You're so far underpriced, right? But we all feel that, mm-hmm. right? So when you see that, you say you wish you'd had a little more confidence, but that's hard because if you did it over again, you'd be in the same exact boat, right? That wouldn't have changed.
It's just the way it is, yeah.
So, but I guess the message for other people, other entrepreneurs looking at this would be, if you really are good at what you do, have confidence that the marketplace will appreciate it right from the start.
Right from the start. I think that would have just helped. But I mean, things grew so fast anyways that I don't know. I probably wouldn't change it all because it's a process. And, you know, I think I went into this just kind of open-minded and we'll see where this goes. And now we are where we are. So I think, I don't know, things take on a life of their own. I think God plays a huge role in that and defining where you're supposed to be. I'm a huge believer in that. So I probably wouldn't change any of it.
I don't think you would either. It's more, if you're looking at it from the outside, know from experience, right? This is maybe how you need to look at it differently. Mandy, you've watched your sister. This is your sister. You've watched her over this last year do this, and now you're part of the team. What's been your perspective?
Oh gosh, it's been fun to see her grow and to see the confidence. I have seen a big confidence jump. But I mean, I've already known that she could do this because I've seen her for years have that ability, and she just sees what other people don't. And so seeing her do that with her business has been no surprise for me, but I was excited to be part of it and help with some of the organizational part of it and see what we can make happen. And it's just going to keep growing because she's good.
All right.
All there is to it.
So this is, I'm going to see if I can ask this in a way that it doesn't seem self-serving, because I really don't want it to be. But I mean, well, a side of me wants it to be, but another side of me doesn't want it to be. So you brought in One Blue Robot right from the beginning.
Yep.
I mean, day one we started, right, and kind of laid out some plans. And then, so what has One Blue Robot's role meant to you in the growth of Spaces in Bloom?
Huge. I mean, like, I'm not to toot your horn or anything, but like, I mean, I would not be where I am without it, because people didn't see what I was doing. People that I know, that have known me for years and known that I have done this, are now calling me and saying, hey, you know, can you decorate my house? You've known me for years, I could have. But, you know, they really weren't seeing what I was doing. So this, you know, just keeps it at the forefront of their mind, for one thing, because we're constantly producing videos and seeing, you know, that I try to keep everything relevant to what is in style now. I am huge on researching trends and everything like that, just like Rob is with what's on trend with marketing and everything. So, you know, I think people, they would not have seen me without this, for sure. And so now they're showing people, they're telling people, and people can go on and see my videos and get to know me through my videos. That's been the biggest thing, not to know that I'm a designer, but to know who I am. And I think that's the part that's been really big, is that they've gotten to see my personality. I've done several videos in my own home, so that has gotten people to be able to see, what does my own personal style look like. And I feel like a lot of people have gravitated towards me because of my personal style, because that's their style as well. So we really work well together. And I feel like the people that have called me are people I enjoy being with and would want to be with. So whereas if you get a phone call from some random magazine or little flyer, those are just random people, you know, like they don't know you, they haven't felt anything about you, and a lot of times those aren't good connections.
And you have to spend a lot of time going through that process with them, right? And then in the end, they may not even be the right customer for you, the right client for you.
This weeds out a lot in the beginning.
So the big point I wanted to make in that is I clearly believe that One Blue Robot, I'm not going to, I don't sugarcoat this. I don't think anyone can do what we do the way we do it for the kind of model and pricing, and even though we're changing it. So, but improving it. It's going to be, 2018 is going to be amazing. But this personal branding, this exposure, this getting to know you, having clients have an experience. Here's the point that I wanted to make. And I love all this. It's great for my ego, right? And all of our team. So guys, keep up the great work. But my real point is that whatever you decide, and tell me if you'd agree with this, if you're in business for yourself wanting to grow it, if you're starting, you've got to bring in the right resources. Try not to skimp on things that will get you to grow. On the One Blue Robot side, I would say if you're doing anything but video on social media, besides video and the right kinds of photos, right, in the right realms because Mandy does a great job of photos on Instagram for Shayla as well, on top of the stuff that we do. But if you're doing other stuff, I mean, you got to start changing your mindset. So the point is, you've got to be aware from the beginning what resources are really going to pay out, right? And because we were fairly new
You totally
when you
were. I
started
mean,
with us.
when I signed up, it was more of a idea. There wasn't really anything for me to look out and go, oh, that person is growing. I just thought, you know what, I think this is a cool concept. I feel like it could work. And so, you know, my husband was like, are you sure? But, you know, I just had a good feeling about it.
I think Jeff would be
So-
okay with it to this point.
Jeff's great now. Yeah, he's like, all right. But I think, you know, just try it. It's
So where do you feel like Spaces in Bloom Designs is going to go from here?
gosh, sky's the limit, right?
Where do
Like,
you want it to go?
You know,
Because every business owner, I had a meeting with a business owner this morning, and they weren't really sure yet where they wanted to take it. I know exactly where I want One Blue Robot to be.
yeah.
And
Well,
so
I mean,
for
I
you-
kind of see, I see having other designers working with me as well, so that we can grow and do more people, and I also see possibly having a shop, so like a storefront, and then design in the back. So you know, I've got big vision.
So here's the thing. This is the thing I would say, because again, this isn't a promo for us. This is all up in their business. This is other business owners looking at it. The one thing I would say, and we've sat down many times, laid out, you know, I've given you my business thoughts and ideas and things that you could or should do, just so that you can chew on those. But make your goals. I hate goals, by the way. If you know me, I can't believe I even said that. Make your objectives very clear, and figure them out. Right? You need to know how you do it at scale. How many people it's going to take? How's your overhead going to change with the shop, and what are you going to produce, and how are you going to monetize other things?
It's a whole nother
And it's a
realm.
whole nother deal. And if you don't get that right from the beginning, just like choosing the right people, you end up slowing your progress.
Yeah.
Right? So, and I think that's kind of common. All right, anything else as we wrap this up that you feel like, because again, we're talking to other entrepreneurs, that they should know or be aware of? Besides, Lincoln, come here. Come up here.
This is
Hold
my
on a
nephew.
second. This is Lincoln. This is Auntie and Mom. Okay, Lincoln, tell the camera who I am. What's my name?
What's his name?
Who am I?
Mr. Famous.
Mr. Famous.
Mr. Famous. Did you
Yeah.
get that, Mr.? All right, that's a high five.
And that was all him. We didn't give
No,
him that
this
name.
is-
That was all Lincoln.
All right. So, what do you feel like, just in closing, that other entrepreneurs would want to know? Because this is a brand new and very successful journey for you. You're just getting started.
Yeah. You know, I think just trust yourself. Trust your heart of what you really want, and I think you put it out into the world, and it's gonna happen. And I think have Rob help you too.
Well, I
So,
appreciate that. Again, that's another ego booster. Is that really legit?
That's legit.
So,
Have Rob help
She
you.
says it all the time. Like she
so
really
when our
does.
prices go up 25 times of what they are, will you still say that?
25 times. Hey, then my stuff's gone up 25
That's
times.
right.
So
It's not going
I'm
up
good.
25 times.
I'm good.
No, I appreciate that very much. You know, I think that you'll see with Shayla, just in a business, and this is one thing that I would wrap with, is I think that, and even Mandy and her photography, what makes the difference in the marketplace is, one, people getting to know you because they want to know the passion you have for what you do, right? But even beyond passion, you got to be good at it. There are a lot of people that would love to be, I'm passionate about design, and they're just terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? So if you that confidence is going to come from knowing that you're good at it, right? Knowing that you love doing it, and then having the business sense to put it out there the right way,
Right.
right? And the confidence to make sure that, you know, that's all charged. All right. How are we behind the camera? Are we looking okay? We still in frame? Don't move us. Don't move. Look, come apart. Oh, she's looking like my camera assistants are behind the scenes. All
14
right.
and a half minutes.
Yeah, that's good. That's what these segments should be. We'll trim
We
it
should have
down.
done a test.
It's all
Well,
good.
no,
You'll trim it.
it's fine. Yeah. But these are segments that are meant to be. These are podcasts as well.
Okay.
So, all right. Anything else? Okay.
Merry Christmas.
Spaces in Bloom Designs. Okay, you said that. Now I have to say this. It is not even Thanksgiving,
Listen.
and the
Thanksgiving
Christmas
is
We don't
tree
agree
is
with this
up.
here.
When is
We
this
don't
going
agree.
out?
Probably this week.
Okay, so it's Christmas in it.
It's relevant.
It's relevant.
Yes.
Oh,
ready to
We
yeah.
discussed this
Relevant.
earlier.
And my one fan for Mr. Famous over there, right? The rock star you see him in other videos. All right, guys. So anyway, stay tuned. Reach out to, you can reach Shayla on all the social media channels. Find her on Instagram. Find her on Facebook. Find her on Twitter. We're going to be adding a bunch of other stuff we're doing too. Her
Everywhere.
website. She's easy to find. You know, as a complete side note plug, photography, right here, you need to talk to Amanda, even though it's assistant. You can reach Amanda through her. You'll probably talk with her more. All right, guys, stay
Yes,
tuned
that's
for more
true.
businesses. We're super excited. Watch the path that Spaces in Bloom and Shayla's going to take, because there's some really, really exciting things coming. So stay tuned.